around looking like me, trying to rap like me, act like me, talking like me, even told the barber make their hair nappy. Hey, for a minute, I was finna change my swag up. Then I remember, this the shit that got my bag up. Say who? Crash what? Nigga, I got power. Bitch, get the drop, mask up, done within an hour.
What's good, y'all? It's your main man, Daquan, and I'm back with another video for y'all. And in this video, we're gonna be seeing how to play perfect hedge defense in 2K21. We're gonna be going over everything you need to know about hedge defense in this game. But for the topics, we're gonna be talking about sides, control, court position, square button or X if you're on Xbox, and then movement for the last one. Each one of these is just as important as the other, so stay tuned to the end. But for the first one, sides. You cannot play good hedge defense if you do not know how to play sides. And I'm gonna break down what the sides are gonna look like for y'all. The sides are the sides of the screen and the sides of the dribbler. You see, dude in left is my teammate. I'm on the right. The R is for me. I have everything on the right side. He has everything on the left side, including the in between the screen. Just draw an imaginary line right there. He has everything right there. And we're gonna play this back. He has everything on that left side. I got everything on that right side. It doesn't matter if he moves over to that right. He knows I got that right side, so he's gonna trust that I'm gonna hold it down. So I'm gonna trust that he's gonna get back to his side, if you know what I mean. If y'all don't got that trust right there, then everything gonna fall apart. I'm gonna give y'all an example. Let's say your man's on the left and you're on the right. Let's say you switch sides mid-position. You move over to that left because he hits you with a move, and then your teammate tries to overcompensate and move over to that right. Most likely the dribbler is going to take notice of that, and he's going to take advantage of both of y'all because y'all don't got that communication or trust in each other. Before every possession, when I see the dribbler coming up the court, when it's me and my man's about to play that hedge D, we establish what side we're going to be on. I say I'm going to be on that right, then that automatically means he's going to be on that left. And if you seen in this clip right here, we started off on the left, things got a little bit jumbled up, but we went back to that left. Look right here, same thing. We on that right. Our teammate over here gonna get lost in the sauce a little bit, but you see we still shading this man to his right. You see the center rolled to the paint, but that's all they could have done because we was clamping that man on the 3-point line, even though our mans was still over there lost in the sauce. So when you playing that side, you really gotta commit to the side you gonna be playing on. You see, we was on that right, we still gonna be playing him on the right. Now let's see what happens if you don't stay to your side. Let's see right here. We got the left side right here. We shading to the left side of the screen, to the left side of the dribbler. And then look, Bob, dude gets laid out. We try to overcommit to the right. Dribblers are gonna notice that and they're gonna take advantage. I'm trying to tell you now. But for the next one, we got control. Now this one is kind of similar to the last one, but in a way it's not. It's called control for a reason. And when ball handlers have the ball, they basically have control of what happens in that possession. But you can switch that with what you do on defense. And what are we doing right here? You see the yellow, we're basically fencing him in, putting him in a box. We're not letting him get out the yellow. And if he does, the red areas is where is our responsibility. If he goes to the left, that's my responsibility. If he goes to the right, outside of him, then that's his responsibility. Now this is a very aggressive way of playing defense, but if executed properly, it's very good against those dribble guys, those demons that they just are out of control. It's like a dog trying to catch a dog in a yard. If you don't have no fence up, then you ain't gonna catch that motherfucker. But if you have a fence, then you have a better chance than not of actually containing him. And if they do break out that yellow line, that barrier, then you can still gain control back, but that's really going to depend on how good the dribbler is, because if they do break outside, then they're most likely going to get an open shot. So it's going to depend if they're going to hit it or not, or if that depends if they even get outside. But good dribblers, you'll see they'll work the middle. They'll usually try to crab someone, or they'll just try to get a shot in between. Now trying to get that against some good hedge defense is going to be pretty hard because it's just a screen, a dribbler, and then 2 defenders. Like, you're basically getting sandwiched in. The better that defense is, the tastier that sandwich gonna be. And I'm gonna give y'all a tip. You know you're playing good defense when they're only taking 2s. Now in actual basketball terms, that sounds retarded as hell because playing defense means they're not scoring at all. But in this game, taking 2s means you're playing good D. Another good tip is to pay attention if they're able to quick stop or not. If they're able to quick stop, then that's going to relieve a lot of stress of how much defense y'all actually got to play, because when you're playing good defense on the 3-point line, good hedge defense, they can only score outside of the two sides you're playing, outside of each one of you, or in between. So if they know how to quick stop, then they're going to get that shot off quick. But if they don't, they're going to have a much harder time. So take note of that when you are playing some dribblers, good or bad. And you might think every good dribbler knows how to quick stop, but you'd be surprised. Everybody plays different. But next one is court position. This is a big one. Now, when trying to play that hedge defense on that 3-point line, there's going to be two zones, a green zone and a red zone. The green zone is on the top, right in between the wings. Now, if you see right there, it says 3-point threat. The reason this area is a 3-point threat is because of how big and wide it is. Pause. This area right here gives the guards a lot of space to dribble, whereas the other one is more congested, forcing them to take twos. Now, if we see this example right here on the green zone, this is probably most common scenario when trying to play hedge D. The green dots are offense and the red is defense. You see the green dot on the right is setting the screen and rolling. The red dot outside of him is a defender trying to play sides, and the other one is the other defender trying to play sides. The arrows you see from the square are the options he has. He can either play the roll or play the 3 and give up the 2. And then the stars, those are the opportunities of 3-pointers the dribbler can get. And the reason you see a lot of the time of the defenders not even caring about the player rolling is because of how many opportunities the dribbler has. They don't want to give up anything. Now, this one right here, this is probably the most common scenario when you see the dribbler on the wing. When the center rolls, it's gonna be wide open. He really has no choice to take it just because of how congested they are and how open that 2-pointer is looking to them. Now, say the defender was backed up a little bit, like this, to play the roll. They still have the chance to get that lob, so that 2-point threat is still there, but they also have the 3-pointer. Now, the way you play these, you basically have to commit to which one you want to play to. Now, you see this one, it's 19 to 19. He can't give up nothing. So he has to play back. He has to play the roll. So what does that give up? That gives up the 3-pointer. In each position, you have to think about who you're going up against, what the situation is, and if they can even shoot or not. Now, if you're playing in somewhere like stage where you know all the players are good, then that kind of makes it easier on you knowing what you have to commit to. Whereas if you're playing someone in the park, you don't know if they're good or not. You don't know if they can shoot. You don't know if they like to take twos all day. So it's kind of harder, but you should usually commit to the 3. And if you find out then they can't shoot at all, then even better for you. And I'll give y'all another point in this video. Another tip. If you need a point, go to the red zone. You're gonna get a 3 or a 2, a lob or something. If you have sharp take, you can also go to the red zone because you're gonna get a easy bucket, whether it's a 2 or a 3. Now, you can work the 3-point line if you do have that sharp take, but if you need a guaranteed bucket, bro, I'm telling y'all, just go to the red zone. You see right here in this clip, we was committed up, so they got that easy lob. But we on to the next topic, which is the square button, or X if you're on Xbox. You gotta learn how to use that square button, or X. And what I'm basically talking about is how to get them bump steals, how to play them passing lanes, and how to just get them steals in general, them pickpocket steals. But you see right here, we read, excuse me, that he was gonna go right there, and we got that easy bump steal. Now I have a video on all 3 of those topics: bump steals, stealing the ball, and passing lanes. I'll leave them in the description for y'all to watch. When playing that hedge defense, it's gonna only get you so far when getting a stop. You want to be able to depend on something else other than your defense on the 3-point line and having to play defense with another person. You want to be able to depend on yourself to get one of those bumps. Like, look right here. Our teammate had nothing to do with this steal right here. We got that all on our own. Them steals they can change the game for you. I'm telling you now. You seen it was 0-2 in that last clip. That one possession could have changed the game. Maybe it's 18-16 later in the game if I didn't get that. But I just made it 18-18, if you know what I mean. Every possession matters, bro. I'm trying to tell you now. You can see this by just watching good players in the park or in stage or just anywhere you at. They're not only taking threes, they're taking them twos and them threes. Like, yeah, they're prioritizing them threes, but when the opportunity presents itself for a two, they're taking it. Best believe that. But for the last but not least, we got the movement. The movement, bro. This is huge. You see right here, this slow cut, this is not what you want to do when playing hedge defense. Like, sometimes you gonna have to do this, but it's not what you want to see. And yes, every single detail of playing hedge defense matters, but let's see what we do want to see. We want to see this smooth transition right here. We just seen it right there. Look, bop. You see how we just turned our body like that? We could have easily just did a slow ass little cut, but this will help us even more, and I'm gonna get into that. Now, if we take a look over to our left, you see the controller, the left stick. That's probably how majority of people play defense on this game. They're gonna do this little cut move. Now, this is gonna be slow and easy to read on offense. Someone sees that move, they're gonna hit you with another move going the other way. But if we look at the other move to our right, you see it's a smooth curve to it. We're not hitting just a straight cut. It's gonna be a smooth and fast change of direction and an increased versatility on just playing the passing lanes and baiting. It's just gonna give you that more speed to allow you to do more things. Like, look, we was still playing hedge defense on that man, but we was able to get to the paint fast. We probably easily could have baited him into going up by just running over to there, or running over to the right and then running back to the paint. And look, you see how we moving our body? Look, now we went cold from reaching, but don't worry about that. But look, we able to turn, twist and turn our body and just help us create a smoother transition. Instead of shifting your momentum, you want to direct your momentum, in easier words. Now, doing this strategy while you have that lockdown takeover, that shit's kind of OP as fuck. That shit gives you like 20 plus speed, bro. Like, I have a video on all the things that shit does for you. I'll put that in the description as well. I'm blessing y'all with this video today, but we came to an end. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and